Hey, first grade, welcome to Sentence of the Day. This week, our story is called Who's in the Forest with Josh? Oh my goodness, we're going to have to find out. Let's go ahead and take a look at the words that we are going to be using in all of our sentences this week. Josh smiled, walked, shrugged, on, shivered, and walked, turned, ran. Ooh, okay. It seemed like a nice day for a walk in the woods, and Josh set out on a hike. He paused here and there to look at his surroundings. Near a stream, Josh bent down and turned over a wet stone. Underneath, Josh saw a salamander. This made him feel happy. What did Josh do then? Okay, well, he bent over and he turned the rock over and it made him happy. So when I'm happy, I smile. But it says that he was going on a hike, so he was kind of walking around. What if I said Josh smiled and walked on? Yeah, because he smiled because he was happy, but then he kept walking, right? Because he's out for a hike in the woods. That's what I'm going to put for my sentence today. I'm on a brand new page on my notebook. And remember, we're writing this in a notebook. We're not typing it, okay? Because we're practicing those handwriting skills. So I'm on a brand new page on my notebook, and I'm going to start at the top. And I remember the pink line that I can see and the pink line that's coming through on the other side, those are my boundaries, so I know what part of the paper my sentence needs to fit on. So I'm going to say Josh. And I'm going to make sure to put some nice spaces between my words. Josh smiled and walked on. And I know that I went a teeny bit past that pink line. That is okay. Here is my sentence. Josh smiled and walked on. Now I need to separate my subject and my predicate. Remember, my subject is who or what the sentence is all about. Everything's about them or it. And my predicate is the doing or telling part. It's what the subject is doing or it's telling about the subject. But the predicate is always about the subject, okay? So I'm going to separate my sentence right here. Because Josh is my subject. That's who my sentence is all about. It's all about Josh. So I'm going to underline that in red. Now my predicate, what is Josh doing in the sentence, or what is it telling me about Josh in the sentence? Well, he smiled and walked on. So that is my predicate. So I'm going to underline that in green. Now, there's two more really important parts that I'm going to mark in my sentence. A capital at the beginning and punctuation at the end. I do have a capital at the beginning, and that's good news because it's the beginning of a sentence and it's a name. And a name gets capitalized no matter what. So I'm going to make that blue. Now, remember, these markers have a hard time going over, so I'm just going to erase it and write it again. But on your paper with your crayon, you can just go right over it. Josh smiled and walked on. That's just a telling sentence. So I'm going to check and make sure I have a period for my punctuation because that would be the best choice for this sentence. And, oh, I do. Perfect. It's just a telling sentence. I'm not asking a question. I'm not really excited or scared or nervous for an exclamation point. Okay? Go ahead and pause the video right now if you need to finish copying this sentence. When you're done, make sure you add a picture of Josh smiling and walking on. Maybe show him turning the rock over. When everything is done, take a picture of your notebook and turn it in on Seesaw. Push that green check mark when you're done.